Once you turn 80, these 5 things happen whether you like it or not. The moment you hit 80, your body enters a completely new biological era where the rules of health and survival change overnight. You are standing at a massive crossroads where your daily habits will either trigger a rapid decline or unlock a decade of surprising strength and mental sharpness. This is the ultimate reality check for your longevity because your system is about to face 5 inevitable shifts that most people are totally unprepared for. You must pay close attention to the final shift at the end of this script because it is the only one that can actually reverse the aging of your internal organs and keep you from feeling like a passenger in your own body. The first thing that happens with absolute certainty is that your digestive efficiency drops significantly, making it harder for your body to pull nutrients from your food. This means that even if you are eating healthy, your cells might still be starving for the essential proteins and vitamins they need to repair your skin and muscles. You will notice that your appetite changes and you might feel full faster, but this is actually a signal that you need to focus on high-quality nutrient-dense fuel more than ever before. Your body's ability to produce stomach acid declines, which can lead to a host of issues like bloating, or even a lack of B12, which is crucial for your nerve health and brain function. To combat this, you have to become more intentional about how you eat, focusing on smaller, more frequent meals that are packed with bioavailable nutrients. By making this adjustment, you are ensuring that your energy levels stay consistent instead of crashing after every meal, which is a common struggle for those in their 80s. The second inevitable change is a shift in your internal thermostat and your body's ability to regulate its own temperature effectively. You might find that you feel cold even on a warm day, or that you no longer sweat as easily as you used to when you are active. This happens because the layer of fat under your skin thins out, and your sweat glands become less reactive, which can put a massive strain on your heart as it tries to keep you balanced. Because of this, your hydration needs become much more critical because your body loses the ability to tell you when it is thirsty until it is already in a state of crisis. You have to treat hydration like a prescription, drinking your mineralized water on a strict schedule to keep your blood volume high and your organs functioning smoothly. This simple act of staying ahead of your thirst is the difference between feeling vibrant and falling into a state of chronic fatigue that is hard to recover from. The third thing you will face is a natural slowing of your neurological processing speed, which can make multitasking feel overwhelming or frustrating. This is not a sign of losing your mind, but rather a structural change in how quickly signals travel between your brain cells and your muscles. You might notice that it takes a split second longer to remember a name or to react to a sudden movement, but this is a normal part of the 80-plus experience. To keep your mind sharp, you must engage in neuroplasticity exercises that challenge your brain to build new pathways every single day. Learning a new skill, or even just changing your daily routine, forces your brain to stay adaptable and resilient against the passage of time. The more you challenge your cognitive functions, the more you can maintain your independence and keep that quick wit that has served you well throughout your entire life. The fourth shift is the most visible one, and that is the significant change in your bone density and the lubrication of your joints. By age 80, your bones have naturally become more porous, and the cartilage in your knees and hips has likely thinned, making impact movements much more taxing. This is the stage where your balance becomes your most valuable asset, because a single slip can have much heavier consequences than it did just a decade ago. This is why focusing on the leg exercises we discussed is no longer optional. It is a mandatory requirement for maintaining your quality of life. Strong muscles act like a protective armor for your fragile bones, absorbing the shocks of daily life and keeping your joints aligned. You don't need to be an athlete, but you do need to be a guardian of your own mobility, ensuring that your frame remains sturdy enough to carry you through your favorite activities. Fifth, and perhaps most importantly, is the change in your sleep architecture, where your body struggles to stay in the deep restorative stages of sleep. You might find yourself waking up multiple times a night or feeling like you can't fall into a heavy slumber regardless of how tired you are. This matters because deep sleep is when your brain flushes out toxins and your muscles undergo their most intense repair work for the next day. To win the battle for better sleep, you have to master your environment and your evening rituals to signal to your nervous system that it is safe to shut down. Reducing light exposure in the evening and keeping your bedroom cool are simple steps that can have a massive impact on your sleep quality. When you get those precious hours of deep rest, your body can handle the other 4 shifts with much more resilience and a much faster recovery time. Now we are at the most critical point of the video, which is the final tip that ties all of these inevitable changes together into a strategy for victory. This is the secret of metabolic flexibility, which allows your body to switch between fuel sources efficiently even in your 80s. By practicing very light movement after your meals, you are telling your body to process glucose immediately, which prevents the inflammation that accelerates aging in your organs.